I saw Io Capitano, which is the Italian international film that is nominated for, well, I guess in Italy it's not international. Then it's just a film. Um, so the it's nominated for Best International Film at the Oscars. And they follow this journey of these two young boys from Senegal and of their dream to basically it's like instead of their American dream, it's like the European dream, like how so many Africans will dream of going to Europe. Like that's going to be the thing that saves them, like once they get to Europe. And it was like, oh, the acting was great. I loved some of the shots. I loved a lot of like the kind of mythical, like magical realism elements, like when the woman died in the desert and she was like floating on the sand, and how he was about to die. So it's like that's why he saw the guy from his village and was able to like see his mother, because it's almost like he was touching the two different dimensions of like this dimension and like the next. And they had these dreams to be musicians, and they were aspiring to be musicians. And the only and like it was so inspiring, and like thank God the cousin didn't die and that he didn't die, and like this one guy took him under his wing, which was so beautiful. But like, I mean, I was brought back to so many moments in my travel, like the level of extortion all around the world, not just around the world, it's also in the United States, of like human trafficking and what happens, and how, disgusting and horrible that is. There was just so many moments where I was so sad and so devastated, and just thinking about this is only a fraction of the suffering that's happening in the world. And his loyalty to his cousin, and how he literally is 16 years old. Like, I obviously get the title now because they actually made it to Italy, and they, took the boat all the way from there to Italy. And at the very end, um, showing the journey that they took from Senegal through the Sahara Desert to Libya, and from Libya, across from Libya, straight to Italy, was like, wow. I was so present to American privilege and American entitlement when I was watching it. And I was so present to just my own privilege. And I would give it a 4 out of 5 Baldies. But just know the movie is not for the faint of heart. It's not going to be like torture or anything the whole time, but it ends. I think it was very inspiring, but it also just, it's heavy. There's some heavy moments. And I really want to look up, obviously, that has to be based on some sort of true story or something that's very common. Um, and I kind of want to know if it's based on an actual true story, like if this young 16-year-old actually, did that.